What if the problem isn't that you're not posting enough, but that you're posting the wrong kind of content? Because right now, there's a real estate agent, maybe in your market, who isn't working harder than you. They're just showing up smarter. And the difference? It comes down to one deceptively simple thing: social media post ideas for real estate agents. Today, we're going to break that open, not as a list, not as a checklist, but as a strategy, a way to turn your social media from something you have to do into something that actually grows your business. Let's start with something that might sound obvious, but most agents ignore it. Nearly 96% of homebuyers are using online tools in their search, which means your social media? It's not optional. It's not extra. It is your storefront. And yet, scroll through most agent feeds and what do you see? Listings. Just listed. Just sold. Price reduced. Over and over and over again. Here's the problem. People don't follow you to be sold to. They follow you to learn something, feel something, or connect with someone. So the real question becomes, what should you actually be posting? Let's break it down, because the best social media post ideas for real estate agents fall into a few powerful categories, and once you see them, you can't unsee them. First, trust-building content. This is where most agents underperform and where the biggest opportunity lives. Think about it. When someone is choosing an agent, they're not just buying a service, they're choosing a person. So give them proof. Client testimonials? Gold. Because people trust other people more than they trust marketing. But here's the twist. Don't just post the quote, tell the story. What was the situation? What were they worried about? What changed? Because when you share the human side of the transaction, you stop being an agent and start becoming the agent they remember. Second, engagement-driven content. This is where you stop talking at your audience and start talking with them. Polls, quizzes, simple questions. What would you choose, big backyard or bigger kitchen? These aren't just fun, they're strategic. Because when people interact with your content, they're signaling interest, and the algorithm rewards you for it. More reach, more visibility, more opportunities, and suddenly, your content isn't just being posted, it's being seen. Third, personal, behind-the-scenes content. Now this is where things get interesting, because the agents who win on social media, they're not the most polished, they're the most real. A day in your life, a quick story from the field, even the messy, imperfect moments. That's what builds connection, because people don't just want a professional, they want someone they feel like they know. And when you show up as a human first, the business follows. Fourth, local expertise content. This is your unfair advantage. You don't just sell homes, you understand the community. So show it. Highlight local coffee shops, talk about new developments, share upcoming events. Because when you do that, you stop being another agent and become the guide to the area. And that matters more than you think, because people aren't just buying houses, they're buying a lifestyle. Fifth, video content. Let's be clear about this one. Video is no longer optional. Walkthroughs, short-form clips, quick tips. Platforms like Reels and TikTok aren't just trends, they're where attention lives. And here's a stat that should stop you in your tracks. 73% of homeowners are more likely to list with an agent who uses video, yet only 12% actually do. That gap? That's opportunity. Now, let's zoom out for a second, because content isn't just about what you post, it's about how often you sell. And this is where most agents get it wrong. There's a principle called the 4-1-1 rule. For every one promotional post, you share 4 pieces of value-driven content. And there's another version of this idea, the 80-20 rule. 80% value, 20% promotion. Why? Because if every post is a sales pitch, people tune out. But if most of your content helps, teaches, or entertains, then when you do make an offer, people are ready to listen. So far, we've learned this. Social media isn't about posting more, it's about posting better. It's about trust, engagement, authenticity, local expertise, and video. But here's the part that ties it all together. Your content is your brand, and your brand is built on consistency. Not just how often you post, but how consistently you show up as you. Because authenticity isn't a tactic, it's the strategy. Agents who share their real experiences, their insights, their perspective, they build deeper connections, they stand out faster, and they're chosen more often. So if you're sitting there wondering what to post next, start here. Tell a story. Ask a question. Show your world. Teach something useful. Highlight your community. And remember this, you're not just creating content, you're building trust at scale. Because the best social media post ideas for real estate agents aren't really about posts at all. They're about connection. And connection, that's what closes deals.